Maybe? Thought we had our RCS on. Did I click on the wrong ship? Control from here. Am I not on Rupert's ship? Okay. The Douglas. Rupert turns it on. Yeah, because I wanted to use the RCS thrusters to move about a little bit. Okay, well, I guess that's not how we're going to be doing it. Oh, no. Yep, things keep getting better. Here's what happened. The Douglas drained all of the monoprop out of those while it was drinking these. So, nope. Apparently, we forgot to turn crossfeed off, which makes this even better. Okay, so we are going to activate our engine, because why the heck not? Let's land somewhere. Why not right there? Because reasons, right? Oh, this is going so well. I love how well this is going. So maneuver is in 47 minutes. Let's quick save and get ready for the disaster that is this whole ship. Good, at least it's flying away a tiny bit so we don't kill everyone. So I'm now taking predictions on what's going to happen with the mission. Yeah, go Rupert, go. Something like that. I did turn the engine on, so that's good. I checked to make sure the engine's on, and everything looks good as far as my staging, because now I get my staging right. You know, when I don't need to. So I think it would be way too hard to try and do everyone at once. Oh, dance party! It would be way too hard to do everyone at once, so I'm going to try and land them one at a time. And Rupert just happens to be the first one to go. I think that's probably a good plan, and if not, you can't have a good plan in this situation because everything is bad and wrong and burning and death. Whoa, 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 whoa. Okay, here we go. At least the plume looks pretty nice. Yep, we've got fuel for that. Oh, so long, the Douglas. We'll be back. Okay, burn successful. We did a thing, and the thing went well. And it looks like I picked a giant mountainous region to land on, so go me, go team. Rupert, buddy, you did a good thing. Definitely a good thing. I'm going to quick save and see what happens here. So where's our time to periaps? 40 minutes. So let's watch that, and yeah, we're getting down on the planet. Oh, Rupert's definitely chuffed about the whole thing, except he's never been anything but completely oblivious to the truth. Oh, hey Maelstrom, what's going on? Welcome to the disaster. This whole mission has gone terribly awry. Everything that could go wrong has. So yeah, this is actually very appropriate music for our next burn. Let's just say that we ran out of fuel. No, I've been doing that on my own. This was a mission to Valkner. It only took a 1500 meter per second burn, so we just did a straight shot. The problem was, due to a lot of staging issues, and what are we going to blame it on? I'm going to say Rupert. Due to Rupert and some other issues, which included putting the Clampotron on the wrong place, we burned through all of our fuel that includes RCS for maneuvering and our return trip. So what we have here is a ship that... Actually, yeah, why don't we recap all of the problems this mission has had? First of all, you cannot get back in the main pod. So there's a pod that has 5 Kerbal, or had 5 Kerbals in it, and it's impossible to get back in that. I realized that after launching. The next problem, Rupert got rid of some of the fuel so he could store more pudding cups. Yeah, Rupert decided they didn't need fuel, they needed pudding, because pudding is good. So what then happened is, to save some fuel to not have to use it out of the landers, is we used RCS that was built into the main pod. Well, come to find out, that also drained it from this, which means we now have no way of doing precise maneuvering to get back to the mothership. Well, the next problem is that we had a descent stage attached to the bottom of these, and I accidentally set the decoupler on the descent stage, which means that not only could we not redock with the ship, which effectively strands all the Kerbals, but the descent stage had to be jettisoned before we even descended, and doing that made catastrophic explosions. So everything you can imagine that could go wrong went wrong, and then more things went wrong. So now what we're doing is just sending Rupert down to the surface because Rupert. You're lucky your Kerbal, you weren't here. Otherwise, we probably would have sent your Kerbal. But as it is, we sent Rupert, Naga, Ketchup, Toaster, and Reggie. And Reggie's the only one that... We had to play roulette to see which of the 4 Kerbals is going to end up being killed. Or, I mean, which of the... Only one Kerbal could actually technically make it home. He's back at base watching all this unfold and cackling as he watches it in the break room. Because apparently they stream everything live on TV there. So he's laughing hysterically. We're getting really close. What, let's see, what's my power yaps? Oh, it's a lot higher than I thought. I should probably actually start burning to kill some of this speed. Yeah, so Maelstrom's back at the break room at the Kerbal Space Center, watching all this. Yeah. And we should also mention that Naga was the only one who knew of the fate, and he's been panicking the whole time. Let's see, if it can land. Yeah, it'll be able to land. I just don't know how nice of a spot I'm picking. I just don't know if it's... thrust to weight. See, 1 point... It's plenty of thrust to weight. That's good. Just keep in mind... Keep in mind, in my brilliant engineering scheme to save weight, figuring that things would go well, allow me to introduce you to our next problem. Hold on a sec, let me... Okay, then we'll go like that. So, allow me to introduce you to our next problem. Originally, I had the descent stage planned out, where we would be using those boosters primarily for getting down to the surface. Well, since we had to jettison those, we're using the main fuel tanks. You'll notice that the landing gear is on these fuel tanks. I assumed that things would go well like they did with the Aerial mission, and I wouldn't have to jettison these until the ascent. But if these get empty, we're going to be either carrying dead weight or jettisoning our landing legs. So, out of the 2 possible solutions, yes. That's what's going to happen. Is something... Yeah, what I might do is, since it is getting kind of late for me too, is I'll land Rupert, and then I'll, on my own, try and land all of them together, and then I can launch a rescue mission to try and save the whole lot. Except it's going to have to be a huge rescue mission to take all 5 Kerbals back. Here we go, yes. So where is my suicide burn? I'm going to quick save. I am now taking landing assistance tips to make sure I don't kill Rupert, who is quite pleased with the whole thing. Uh-oh. Okay, let's see. I'm going to see what you sent. Yeah, taking landing. So when should I start doing my burns? I need to kill off a lot of horizontal speeds. Should I do that when I'm relatively high and do more of a straight descent. We are 7 minutes to periaps. Your staging's... Stop all forward momentum and do a straight drop to ensure landing is about... Yeah, that's what I figured. But as you'll notice, White Guardian has a tendency to create very wet, pleasantly textured environments that are not suited to landing at all. That would be Jade's problem on the Arrow mission, if you guys remember. But this time, yeah, we've got a mountain range coming up. I'm going to try and pick somewhere there. Press all the buttons. Just stage everything at once. All the staging, all the time immediately. That's what Rupert wants. So hey, Guardian, is there anything smooth over there, or is this pretty much I'm screwed? I might as well do it now. I'm gonna say start burning. I'm gonna watch my horizontal speed here. And I should probably keep these fuel tanks up just to keep the status on those. So let me lock that so we can watch them. Dark areas, yeah, well, that's what we're going for. Then we'll be able to go off the suicide burn. Yeah, I have a feeling we're going to need to keep our landing gear. That's my thought, at least. Anyone vote keep landing gear, even if our tanks run dry? Or do we detach everything and let Rupert fall on just this part? What do we think? We have one vote, keep landing gear. Can't believe this is what we're actually voting for. Definitely. Okay, 2 votes, keep landing gear. What's my fuel? So that's in the tank, and then I have it staged so that it feeds into the main tank. So according to this, I have 2,400 meters per second of delta V, and this entire thing will be full once I jettison these. So I have a lot of fuel. And keep in mind that there's a decoupler here, and there's a spark engine there, which was supposed to be used in space, but yeah. So there's a little fuel in that as well. Okay, I should probably pay attention to my suicide burn. That stage right there, that's just a tiny little, the T100, so just that tiny little bit. I'm assuming you mean that stage, correct? We're gonna quick save. So just a tiny bit with that spark engine, but we can transfer it. No, and I don't think that spark is actually going to have enough thrust to weight on the planet here, because it's 1/3 the mass of Kerbin Islan, but I don't think the spark would have anywhere near enough thrust to weight for that, so we're going to have to keep our landing legs because landings. Meanwhile, watching our suicide burn. See, I like to play Kerbal as though it's a chess game, and we're playing chess with physics and Kerbal lives. Because it's only fun when you're this close to death at all times. Watching our suicide burn. I'm gonna do it a little early just to be sure. I really don't want to risk it. I can't read that just yet, so let's hold on a sec. Okay, doing our burn. Let's see. If third mass, third gravity means spark exhibit. Okay. Here we go, our landing. And I'm going to turn off pointing retrograde because yeah, won't last long. I think we can do it with this, so I'm going to try and do it with this. Watching my... yeah, then it loops, right? Oh, I'm going up. Okay. Now we're drifting. Great. Yeah, that's why I'm killing it off. Okay, this time we are going to stay pointing retrograde, and I'm going to wait until the last second. Oh, crud. Oh! No, I'm not. Slope. That's what happens when you... Okay. So we were saying that you can't... oh, you can singly extend them. We might not be... Hold on. We don't have any RCS. We burned through the fuel trying to actually get here safely. Well, Rupert made it. So do we quick load? I think I quick save. Should I quick load and try that again, or do we just call Rupert safe and count that as big of a victory as we're going to get? He's as happy as can be. Oh! Okay, we're gonna keep doing this. Come on. Come on. Oh, please do it. Oh, Rupert, you dog, you. Yes. And just to... That's a technique, by the way. Just to prove that everything worked. We did it, Rupert, buddy. We did it. Yeah. Okay, we're going to a quick save. Yes, this is what happens when you have lots of stupidity and quite a bit of courage. Rupert's too excited to use ladders. Yeah, I think this is going to be a good place to close the stream, but first we need a flag. Oh my gosh, I can't believe we did that. Yes, always go for the bigger landing gear, kids. No, oh man, I need a Waluigi flag. That would be awesome. Okay, we officially have a flag. Not always are sufficient on... Yeah. Well, unfortunately, we burned through all of our RCS. Yeah, I need to totally make some custom flags for this. Well, I guess since the whole point of this was to see what Valkner looked like, here we go. This is a nice little mountain range. So I'm going to just keep him back in the pod just while I save, just to make sure there aren't any issues. But I think this will be a good place to close the stream for the night. Having successfully righted the ship. I don't know... Yeah, I didn't think that was a thing, but guess what? Oh, hey, we did lose our communications, but we don't really need that as long as he's got his pudding cups and a nice little comfy bed. And by comfy, I mean... That counts as a bed, right? Yeah, he puts his little sleeping bag right there so we can go to sleep, so... Okay, yeah, I think I need to close the stream too. So yeah, thank you for the help, White Guardian, and thank you guys for joining us on Kerbal Disasters, that game where we strand and kill Kerbals. So yeah, thank you guys for watching. I won't be doing any more streams later this week because I have the funeral and everything. That's why I wanted to get this one in today. So check Twitter, my Twitter feed, or Facebook for more information on my streams. But I will not be able to do any this week because of funeral preparations and everything else. Not sure if Naga could have pulled that off. Yeah, he would have been too scared and he just would have given up. But Rupert, like the boss, was able to ride it using the landing gear. So yeah, again, I appreciate you guys joining me. I will try and check out all of your streams in the meantime. And yes,